Production at the bakery in Rocky Mount shut down when members of Local 503 of the Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco, and Grain Millers Union joined other members across the country in a strike. There were renewed mediation talks between union representatives and company officials, but the company says the negotiations failed because union officials wouldn't budge on concessions. The union claims distribution costs were out of line, not employee pay and benefits. Less than a third of Hostess employees cost over 18,000 people their jobs nationwide. There is some activity at the Merida Bakery, but Hostess says it is just in the process of winding down production. The loss of those jobs will be a big hit on the local economy. Mayor David Combs says the city has had to weather such battles before.
I think even before I became mayor, there was a process once before when they had gone through or gotten close to bankruptcy or were threatening bankruptcy, but it never prevailed. I think somehow they were able to work things out, and I think whether you agree or disagree with unions, every time it was regards to negotiating with the unions and trying to work out some kind of agreement.
The mayor says the city was starting to turn the corner on economic development with new companies coming in and with the renovation of the downtown area. Still, there are plenty of empty storefronts. Rocky Mount doesn't need another empty factory.
We have one of the higher unemployment rates in North Carolina, and any job loss, whether it's 10 or 15 or 20, is too many. But 272 that's a lot of jobs in this community at a tough time. And we keep making progress. It seems like we'll take 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards, and it just seems like it's been that way for a while here in this community, even though we've had a lot of very positive things happen in this community. When you have that number of jobs lost at one time, it has certainly a greater impact than losing 10 or 15 jobs at a time. That's a lot of families being impacted.
Mayor Combs says there is some hope because there is interest in taking over the factory.
Last time that they got to this point, there were a couple of companies that came in and were already looking at the possibility of, is this available? So there's a good possibility because, that plant probably produces bread for a lot of stores within a 50-mile radius of Rocky Mount. So there's a good possibility that somebody will come in and maybe take it over. That's our hope.
There is no guarantee the striking union members and other employees will get their jobs back under a new owner or if it will continue to be a union shop. I'm Matt Willoughby.